Hollywood makes nuclear survival look dramatic, explosive, and weirdly, there's a ton of shirtless dudes walking around in those shows. But the truth about it is almost everything they show you is probably going to get you killed.
From heroic escape scenes to duct-taped bridges, today we're busting the most dangerous myths in movies. This video might save your life.
Welcome back to Salt Creek Living. I'm John.
I'm Terry.
And today we're going to do some myth busting on Hollywood versions of nuclear survival. First myth we're going to do is if you see the flash, you're dead. Movies love that moment. You always see people looking directly into the flash. And everything goes full freeze frame, slow motion. But the reality is the people from Hiroshima, Nagasaki, they were the ones that were outside the actual vaporization zone. They reacted fast. They took cover, and that's how they survived.
You have about 3 seconds after the flash.
That's not very much time.
That was 3 seconds.
Yeah.
That's about the amount of time you have to react. That light is hotter than the sun. Well, you're not going to get a sunburn in 3 seconds, but you'll get fried by that flash. Your first move is to not gaze in it. Treat it like a solar eclipse. You can't stare at it.
Yeah.
And then drop. It's that old, like we talked about, the drop and cover from our childhood that we learned. You know, it's kind of a corny phrase, but common sense says look, but survival says don't get cooked.
Myth number 2. You need a special $1 million lead-lined bunker to survive. Sure, you know, like in the spy thrillers and all the post-apocalyptic films and all that stuff. Yeah, that's cool. And you know, they have 5 years of supplies, MREs, and they have their own little swimming pools, all kinds of crap that, you know, super rich people have. But the rest of us are, you know, not super wealthy. So what do we do?
So you can survive in your bathroom, your basement, even the center of a brick building. Think of radiation like rain. You want to get inside and stay away from the windows. Concrete is good. Dirt is even better. A bookcase full of post-apocalyptic novels between you and the fallout cloud is weirdly helpful. Creates a great shield.
Myth number 3 is get in your car and drive. Like you see in all the movies, they're driving away from whatever it is. Doesn't have to nuclear.
They see the mushroom cloud in their rearview mirror.
And they're cruising down the freeway. Well, they're not cruising. They're stopped. You can't just drive away from it. We're human beings. What could possibly go wrong if you're just stuck in traffic when you have a nuclear fallout going your way?
Everything. Fallout travels with the wind, not with GPS. It's not gonna... Your destination is it. You're dead. Not to mention, you could be driving into the hot zone. We don't know for sure where that's going to be. Your car offers you 0 protection from radiation. The best thing to do is shelter in place for 24 to 48 hours. Like we've talked about in previous videos, Fallout loses 90% of its radioactivity in the first day. So you're not escaping the blast like Hollywood leads you to believe. You're surviving the aftermath.
Now it's time for a quick quiz. Fallout fact check.
Just say that 3 times fast.
I already can't speak very well. No, I'm not going to try that. Let's see how Hollywood has poisoned your brain. You should immediately wash with bleach if exposed to fallout.
False. Water and soap, baby wipes, the things we've covered in our other videos.
True or false? Boiling your water removes the radiation.
Again, go back to our filtering video. Filtering is key.
And true or false? You can eat food that has been sealed in its packages that's in your pantry or your food storage room.
That one's actually true. Dust doesn't seep through cans. Remember, this is like dust that falls. So if regular house dust can't get into it, as a general rule, there's gamma rays, there's blah, blah, blah. But as a general rule.
As long as it's not outside.
So how'd you do? Let us know in the comments. Have you been paying attention? Because we've been learning lots as we've been going through this.
Yeah, we've learned lots once we found out we're not just going to burn up and die. All right, myth 4. Everything is contaminated forever. Fallout is dangerous, but it's not magic radioactive. slime that turns Twinkies into toxic waste. Because Twinkies are actually
They're
actually toxic waste. So
sealed food is safe, like we talked about. Bottled water, safe. Fallout settles on surfaces. It doesn't seep through. Again, remember, it's dust, it's ash. Don't drink from random puddles like Bear Grylls. Filter, wipe, peel, anything that's exposed. Common sense tells you to toss it all. If in doubt, throw it out. But prepping says, check the seal.
myth number 5. If you survived the blast, you're all good. Congratulations, you survived the explosion and walked straight into the deadliest part.
Fallout is tiny radioactive particles falling from the sky. You won't see it, you won't smell it, but it will change your DNA if you don't take shelter. You don't run around outside post-blast. The sky is falling, the sky is falling. That's not gonna work. You need to stay calm, seal up your space, shelter in place, set up your decontamination zone, and let physics do its work.
Nuclear survival isn't sexy. It's slow, it's strategic. It's a whole lot of duct tape and beans. It's like Fartageddon. And if you've read my books, you know that joke, Fartageddon. But it works. Stay calm, stay covered, and maybe leave the fridge for your leftovers. Don't try to hide in it, because you're not going to ride out nukes or any disaster in a fridge.
No.
Period. You're just going to die. This kind of concludes our playlist on nuclear survival, radiation, that kind of stuff. If we missed anything, let us know in the comments. Any other videos you'd like to see us do, obviously comment, and we'll see what we can do. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.